Hello everyone, my name is Jyothsna, IT branch, first semester NIT Raipur. This video is a part of our communication skills project on introspection conducted under the guidance of Dr. Anup Kumar Tiwari sir. In this video, I am going to answer few questions which we can ask ourselves every day to get to know ourselves. Am I using my time wisely? You're using your time wisely if your daily actions match your long-term goals. If most of your time goes into learning, improving, working, or taking care of yourself, you're on the right track. If it's mostly spent on the distraction and delay, it's a signal to reset, not to feel guilty. Time isn't about being busy, it's about being intentional. Even small focused efforts daily mean you're using your time wisely. Am I taking anything for granted? If you rarely pause to feel thankful, yes, something is being taken for granted. Health, parents, peace, youth, time, and opportunities often feel ordinary only because they are always there. The moment they are gone, their value becomes loud. Gratitude turns what you have into enough. If you can breathe freely, think independently, and choose your path, you already have blessings many people pray for. Am I employing a healthy perspective? A healthy perspective means seeing challenges as training, not punishment. It means accepting what you cannot control and taking responsibility for what you can. If you often feel stuck in comparison, fear, or negativity, your perspective may need realignment. A healthy mind focuses more on growth than on perfection. You don't need a perfect life, just a progress-based mindset. Am I living true to myself? You are living true to yourself when your choices reflect your values, not just others' expectations. If you constantly pretend, shrink your voice, or chase approval, you are drifting from your truth. Living authentically doesn't mean being perfect. It means being honest with your desires, limits, and dreams. The more you listen to your inner voice, the stronger and calmer you become. Am I waking up in the morning ready to take on the day? If you wake up with energy, curiosity, or even quiet determination, you are aligned with purpose. If every morning feels heavy, rushed, or meaningless, it's not laziness. It's a sign of emotional or goal exhaustion. A meaningful life doesn't remove tiredness, but it adds a reason to rise. Purpose turns waking up into power. Am I thinking negative thoughts before I fall asleep? Your thoughts at bedtime matter because they affect your sleep and mood. If you notice worrying about the past or future, replaying mistakes, feeling fear or sadness, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It just means your mind is tired or overwhelmed. A calm routine, positive reflection, or gratitude before sleep can slowly change this pattern. Am I putting enough effort into my relationships? This is about being kind, listening, giving time, showing care. You don't need to be perfect. Even small actions, checking in, helping, or showing respect mean effort. What matters is honesty, not comparison. Am I taking care of myself physically? This includes proper sleep, proper diet, eating regularly, drinking water, moving your body, resting when tired. Taking care of your body is not selfish, it's basic self-respect. Even improving one small habit is progress. Am I letting things I can't control stress me out? Many people suffer not because of problems, but because of worry about things they can't change. Ask yourself, is this in my hands? If not, can I let go a little? Peace often begins when control ends. Am I achieving the goals I have set for myself, or am I trying to achieve my goals? This question isn't about success or failure. It's about, are your goals realistic? Are you trying consistently? Are you learning from your mistakes? Even slow progress is still progress. Growth matters more. Who am I really? This is one of the oldest questions humans have ever asked. And the honest truth is, you're not just one thing. You're your thoughts, but also the one who observes those thoughts. Your emotions, but also the one who learns from them. Your past, but also the one who is not trapped by it. Your dreams, even the ones you haven't said out loud. Your mistakes, but also your ability to grow beyond them. Many people define themselves by saying marks, achievements, family expectations, what other people thinks, what society thinks, but those are roles, not your identity. If who you really are is revealed by what you do when no one is watching. What hurts you deeply? What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel happy? What you protect? What you cannot ignore? You are not finished. You are becoming. And that's not weakness, that's power. What worries me most about the future? Most future fears fall into these hidden categories. Fear of failure. What if I try and still lose? Fear of disappointing others. What if I let them down? Fear of being alone. What if no one stays? Fear of not being enough. What if I never become who I am supposed to be? Fear of uncertainty. What scares you most about time? It's lack of control. You worry because you care. You want stability. You don't want to suffer. You don't want to waste your life. The future feels big because you're standing at the beginning of your story, not the end. Instead of asking what if everything goes wrong, try also asking what if I grow strong enough to handle whatever comes in my path. If this were the last day of my life, would I have the same plans for today? This question isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. If it were your last day, you probably wouldn't care about small arguments, ego battles, proving yourself or improving yourself, fear of judgment. You would care about love, trust, respect, truth, forgiveness, gratitude, and many more. And being real, being present in this situation. This question shows you the gap between how you live and how you want to live. You don't need to live every day like it's your last. That would be exhausting. But you can live every day like it matters to you the most. Ask yourself, am I postponing happiness for someday? Or am I postponing happiness for some other person? Am I silent where I should be honest, and am I not silent where I should not be? Am I chasing approval or meaning? A powerful truth. You don't need a last day to start living differently. These 5 questions go straight to the core of identity, fear, purpose, and emotional freedom. I'll answer each one in a deep, slow, thoughtful way. Not with ready-made answers, but in a way that helps you discover your own truth. Take your time reading this. These are not fast questions, these are life questions. What am I really scared of? Most fears are not about the thing itself, they're about what it means. For example, fear of exams, fear of being seen as a failure or fear of not passing an exam, fear of rejection, fear of being unlovable, fear of speaking, fear of being judged, fear of change, fear of losing control, fear of loneliness, fear of being unwanted. Your deepest fear is usually connected to your self-worth, your need for love, your sense for safety, your identity. Here's something important. Fear does not mean weakness. Fear shows where you care the most. Instead of running from fear, ask it, what are you trying to protect? Fear often disappears when it feels understood. Am I holding on to something I need to let go of? This might be a past mistake or a broken friendship or a guilt or anger or trust issues or regret or a version of yourself that no longer fits. Someone who hurt you, someone you outgrew, or a dream that's no longer you're holding on feels safe because it's familiar, it keeps the past alive. It protects you from uncertainty, but it also drains your energy and keep wounds open, blocks new growth. Letting go does not mean you didn't care. It didn't matter. You lost. Letting go actually means you choose peace over pain. You choose growth over fear. You choose the future over the past. If not now, then when? This question reminds you that waiting forever is also a decision. There may never be a perfect time. Confidence, success, or change usually comes after you begin, not before. It's a reminder that small steps today are more powerful than big plans someday. What matters most in my life? This could be your family, your education, your future, your mental peace, your dreams, your goals, your self-respect, your values, and what matters most is whatever still feels important when life gets hard. What am I doing about the things that matter most in my life? This is about actions, not just intentions. Ask yourself, Am I putting effort into what I say is important, or am I only thinking about it without doing much? Even tiny efforts count. Studying a little, being kinder, resting when needed, trying again after failing. Why do I matter? You matter because you're one of a kind. No one else has your thoughts, voice, or experiences. You affect people even when you don't realize it. Your life has potential. Even if it feels unclear right now, you don't need to prove your worth. You matter simply because you exist. Have I done anything lately that's worth remembering? It doesn't have to be something big. It could be a very small thing like helping someone, trying again after falling, being honest with yourself, not giving up on a hard day. Growth is quiet. Many important moments don't look impressive, but they change you inside. You affect people even when you don't realize it. Your life has a potential. Even if it feels unclear right now, you don't need to prove your worth. You matter simply because you exist. Have I made someone smile today? Yes, a smile can come from a kind word, or listening patiently, or helping in a small way, or even just being polite. If the answer is yes, you spread happiness in many other ways. If the answer is not yet, tomorrow is another chance. Kindness is not being kind to other. Kindness is also never wasted. What have I given up on? This could be a dream or a goal, a habit, a person, or even yourself at some point. Giving up doesn't always mean failure. Sometimes it means you were tired, hurt, or unsure. What matters is asking, did I give up because it was wrong for me, or because I stopped believing in myself? When did I last push the boundaries of my comfort zone? This happens when you speak even though you are scared. Try something new, face a fear, stand up for yourself. Growth always feels uncomfortable at first. It's been a long time. That doesn't mean you're weak. It just means your next brave step is waiting. If I had to give one piece of advice to a newborn baby, what would it be? Many powerful answers come from this, like be kind to yourself. Never stop being curious. Don't be afraid to be different. Your feelings matter. The beautiful part, that advice is probably something you also need to hear right now. What small act of kindness was I once shown that I will never forget? It could be someone believing in you, or a teacher encouraging you, or a stranger helping you, or a friend standing by you in a hard moment. Small kindness leave big marks on the heart. Remembering them can be remind you that goodness exists and that you can pass it on too. How will I live knowing I will die? Question is meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you up to the value of life. A healthy way to live with this truth is to appreciate small moments, or to say what you truly feel, or to not postpone your happiness forever. Learn, grow, and make mistakes without hating yourself. Knowing that life is limited gives it meaning, not sadness. It reminds us to live fully, kindly, and honestly. Judging yourself, it's about becoming better gently. You might think about your habits, your fears, your anger, overthinking, or self doubt. How you treat others and yourself wanting to change doesn't mean you are broken. It means you are aware and growing. Is it more important to love or be loved? Both are important, but loving is something you control, being loved is something you receive. Loving teaches kindness, courage, and empathy. Being loved teaches safely, worth, and belonging. In a healthy life, both matter, but learning to love well often attracts love back naturally. How many of my friends would I trust with my life? This doesn't have to be a big number. Even one true loyal person is enough. Trust is built on honesty, consistency, putting efforts, respect, loving, standing by you in hard times. Many people have many friends, but only a few they can only trust. And that's completely okay. Who has had the greatest impact on my life? This could be a parent, a teacher, or a friend of ours, or a grandparent, or even someone who hurt you but taught you a lesson. The person who impacts you most is often the one who changed how you see yourself, gave you strength, or made you think differently about life. Would I break the law to save a loved one? This is a difficult question. This question reveals the tension between law and love. Many people feel that human life and deep relationships are more important than rule.